Good morning. I hope you had a great week last week on your spring break. I did take a break, so I haven't graded anything from the previous week, but let's discuss what was due last week. So you had a Hawks Chapter 9 review and a Hawks Unproctored Chapter 9 quiz. So that covered our finance information about interest, simple interest, and compound interest. Pretty much is all that was on that quiz. Those are the only money things that Hawks covers. This week we're going to look at something else or two other topics about money, but it's not on Hawks. So you are done with your sections of Hawks. Now you will have a review quiz in Hawks, but in terms of like chapter sections, you're done. We are on the short rows now, and so we only have, I think as I'm making this video, we have 3 weeks left. And I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. So this week, as I said, we're still talking about money and financial situations, but this information is just not covered on Hawks. You're going to read an article that talks about refinancing a house, mortgages, and as you read the article, I have written some questions. So you'll read the article and answer the questions. I called it the Refinance Lab. It's really just an article that I wanted you to get a good understanding of. And in order to do that, I know that I need to ask some questions and make it a grade. So it's not difficult. It's a reading comprehension activity, really. The other thing, same thing, reading comprehension. It's not really, you're not learning any math this week. It is an article about credit cards versus debit cards. What has really surprised me in recent years is that students do not know the difference. They don't know the difference in a credit card and a debit card. They're both little square plastic things, and that's pretty much all they know. They think they're the same. They're not. They're drastically different. I'll be honest, this is a pretty old article, so I could probably find something a little bit more up to date just by a few years. But again, you're not doing any math this week. You're just thinking about your finances, honestly, your personal finances, and what would be better for you, a credit card or a debit card. You will respond to that by posting on the discussion board. This is a Moodle discussion board. It is not on Flipgrid. So you're going to read the refinancing article and answer the questions. You're going to read the debit versus credit card article, and you're going to answer the questions on the discussion board. The only other thing I need you to do this week is to set up your exam appointment. I know it's hard to believe, but this Friday, I will open the exam on April 29th. So you have 2 weeks to take the final exam. You can take it Friday. You can take it, 2 weeks from now. It is open Friday, April 29th through Thursday, May 12th. It'll close that Thursday night. Technically, classes end on Friday the 13th, but I have to have my grades turned in, and just in case something wonky happens, I set it 24 hours before the final grades are due. You need to set up your proctor appointment this week. Proctoring these final exam weeks is extremely, extremely busy. If you have used ProctorU before and you're comfortable with that, that's fine. If you would prefer to make an appointment at the Academic Success Center or with me, you can take your exam with me. You just have to contact me and we have to work out a time. I know my son had a proctored exam a couple weeks ago in his Spanish class, and he used ProctorU and something went wrong. It was his fault, totally his fault. But anyway, he ended up having to take it at the Academic Success Center in Laurinburg, and he really preferred that over ProctorU. So maybe you want to try the Academic Success Center, but you need to set up your appointment. I am warning you. You have to set your appointment up ahead of time. I know it's hard to foresee where you're going to be in 2 weeks' time and exactly when you're going to have the quiet space to take the exam. I understand that life is hectic and things happen, but everybody's giving their exams at the same time. Most people have proctored exams, particularly in online classes, and so please set up your appointment. Again, if you want to take it with me, you're welcome to do so. You just need to email me, call me, send me a message on the Remind app, and we can work out a time for that. So this is a short week because of spring break. I'm opening this up. I'm either going to open it up Sunday afternoon, which is today, or tomorrow morning, Monday. But it's due on Thursday night. So you're going to read an article about refinancing, answer the questions. You're going to read an article about debit versus credit cards and answer the questions on the discussion board and set up your proctor appointment. Okay? So have a good week. Let me know if you have any questions.